had failed marriages, and the fourth has sensibly avoided the subject for one reason or another. No real boxing form here. Until this point, she's managed to glide serenely through life. A real crowd pleaser, though. And you can be sure she'll put on a good performance here tonight. Her opponent, a much younger woman with quicker reflexes, especially towards the media. She's put everything on the line here, her fortune, her kids, and if she sustains any major facial injuries, her position as the world's most photographed woman and style icon. At the weigh-in, the Queen did tip the scales into the heavyweight class, both in terms of body weight and clout. Diana is something of a lightweight, but bulimia will do that to you every time. Cutting a very fine form, though, I'm sure you'll agree. The Princess of Wales has been personally trained by various English rugby captains and regimental officers, with apparently a few low blows landed in the process. The crowd is building up here, excitement nearing fever pitch, as I'm sure you can hear. There's much at stake. I've already heard some of the crowd baying for Diana's head. It's just like the old days of public executions, a real party atmosphere here. We've heard from the dressing rooms that we're just about ready to go, but just before they come out, time to bring you our pre-match interviews. We tossed a coin and the Queen called me. She gets to have her say first on this whole sorry affair.
Well, it is pretty dreadful, really. I mean, it's been going on for such a long time. I mean, we welcomed Diana into our family, and we did all we could to make her feel welcome. But she really isn't royal enough, and I think she needs a jolly good thrashing, and I hope I'm going to win. And then it'll be a case of, well, not off with her head, but certainly off to the tower, I think.
I tried so hard to make this marriage work, but with three of us in it, it was a bit crowded. Now all I want is my millions, and I think that this is the only way to really settle it once and for all. So, wish me luck. I'll try to keep my title.
Well, two more embittered women it would be hard to find. We're in for a real classic here today. And here they come. Again, tradition dictates that the monarch gets to go first. It's sometimes very handy to have several centuries of bizarre tradition behind you, and she looks resplendent. Not the traditional boxing attire, we grant you, but these are described in the programme as her working clothes. And the Queen never dresses down lower than this, I can tell you. Now to the Princess of Wales. Her loyal entourage has now all but deserted her. Even William prefers to spend his spare time with his buddies at Eton. She's still a stunner, though, and she's the one with the most to lose here. The seconds, the medics, and the lawyers are now ready. If any blood does get spilt, we'll see soon enough just how blue it is. Here they come getting into the ring there. Her Majesty, indeed resplendent, as indeed are the corner girls. Eric, time to bring you on here on how the fighters are initially shaping up. We're looking at Her Majesty in the ring. What do you reckon?
Well, I think Her Majesty looks really relaxed, and that'd be the main thing behind her. She doesn't seem to have any fear.
Well, we're almost ready to get proceedings underway. Let's hand over now to Glenn, the announcer and MC for the contest.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's fight. 5 rounds at 3 minutes a round. On my right, we have the Queen. On my left, we have Di Spencer. So let's get ready for the main event of the night. So let's get ready to rumble!
Thank you very much, Glenn, the MC for this evening, and very resplendent he looks, and if he's not careful, I think Di could be interested in him a little bit later, Eric. Anyway, the two shaping up in the middle now, just touching gloves, and is this as close as we're going to see them tonight? I very much doubt it. How do you think it's going to go?
Well, I think Di's looking a bit too relaxed for this contest. She's playing up with the crowd.
And there goes the bell for round one, and, well, it's certainly so much it's getting to know you exercise by both ladies. Almost rather casual and having a chat. Not a blow exchange, although Di certainly thought about it there. Glenn, the MC, encouraging it a bit, and Di coyly looking aside and deciding whether she actually dares land a 30-grade right haymaker on her former mother-in-law.
I think basically Di's just sort of trying to feel her way around, which she's quite used to doing anyway. They're working it nice and close. The Queen's smiling. I think the Queen's slightly having the upper hand on that one.
Well, she certainly should. And to be honest, Eric, I haven't seen the Queen enjoying herself so much for ages.
I think this is probably going to be a family tradition. Once every year they're going to have a contest like this.
Well, interestingly there, a German TV crew just fell off the stage, which will probably encourage the Queen if she likes to get a bit of home support after all.
The Di's coming forward now, playing in the shots. The Queen keeping her guard close.
A fairly close huddle there, and the referee having to keep them apart. Di actually breaking all rules of boxing by getting a little help from her corner assistant there, although I can't exactly blame her for that, having seen the girl in the corner myself.
Well, perhaps she's feeling a little bit hungry because it's quite energetic, this contest, and maybe she needs a sandwich.
Well, it's early days yet. Things could well turn a little bit nasty. Remember, there's some bad blood between these two. There's no doubt about it. And Di definitely scoring all the early points now. It's getting a little bit more serious as we get towards the end of round one.
Di just missing with that overhand right. Oh, the Queen throwing in a sneaky little right hook.
She has indeed, and I think the Queen connecting there for the first time with a very nice-looking right jab. Well done, your Madge.
And Di looking a little bit wobbled. I think she's maybe something wrong with her hair.
Yes, actually stopping now for both ladies to get their hair sorted out in the corners. You wouldn't actually expect this in a Tyson fight, but this, of course, is royal boxing.
But then again, Princess Di's got longer hair than Mike Tyson, and she needs a little bit of a hairdresser in the corner as well.
Indeed. Well, the ladies will, of course, both get a chance to sit down and to get their makeup sorted now, because here comes the bell for
The end of the first round. And I think I'm going to give that one to Princess Di, because she made all the running. But then again, she's trained, she's very fit, she's been working out every day, so I think that helps her in the stamina stakes.
Well, certainly the girl showing the round 2 sign in the checkered bikini, that's Nancy looking a picture, and there's Di actually having her makeup addressed for the second round. Obviously, we don't want to have lots of spitting water all over the place. Far better that the ladies look their best throughout the contest.
I think the referee's overstaying his welcome in the red corner. He's having a few words with Di. I don't know whether there's something sneaky going on there or not. So coming out now for the next round.
Glenn, the referee, looking nonchalant as ever, and the ladies really going at it in some style. Diana Spencer, former Princess of Wales, in the black body and the white jacket.
She's actually talking to the Queen, and the Queen's talking back to her. I'd love to listen to what the Queen's saying.
There's a lot of verbals in this fight, isn't there?
Okay, break.
Oh my goodness
Her
me!
Majesty first sneaking right hand, and that hurt the referee.
Bit of a shame though there, because it's one of the best right hands you've seen thrown all night, but unfortunately, Her Majesty had a sight slightly managed to take the referee.
If only Bruno had been watching this, things could have been different.
Look, they're still
Hold on, she's talking to the
talking to
referee.
the ref about it.
You're a nice man. He's bowed down, and she's thrown a sneaky right hand when the referee weren't watching. What is happening with the Queen?
If you think you're going to get a knife, then you're going to have to wait.
Is it all up? Is it all up for me? She's never seen the Queen in this sort of form.
The Queen looking devastating. She's managed a nice shot. Again, Princess Di missing with the hooks, but mainly due to the Queen just ducking underneath them. And the Queen gritting her teeth, coming forward, actually talking to Di, saying, "It's all mine, it's all mine."
Well, they've obviously had a lot of fights over the years behind closed doors, many of them, but perhaps what a few people don't realise is that Her Majesty, the Queen, may be a very experienced combatant. I think we've got a microphone in there. I think they're talking to each other. Let's hear what they're actually saying.
He doesn't want you now. He doesn't want you.
Jean. Is it Jean that's a million miles away?
Yes.
You and the family. Oh, God, silly like Shane. God.
Oh, dear.
God.
Really?
Come on.
Lip gloss.
Yes, but she's showing her cellulite. Now she's trying to knock the cameraman over. Get up.
Di's smiling. She won't be smiling if one of them right hands hits her on the chin.
God knows. God knows.
Queen looking very serene as we're getting towards the end of the round now. I have that one down pretty even on the scorecard. Only the time will tell, and the referee too. But we're approaching the bell for the end of the round. There it is. And the women are separated. Not too ferociously by Glenn, our referee for the evening, but they're making their way to the corner. Look at the stern look on Her Majesty's face there. She looks very, very evil.
I'd love to hear what she's saying, actually, Matt.
Now.
Well, she's just given me the eye, actually, Eric. She just looked across from her corner into the commentary position and gave me the eye.
We could have lived
Princess
without.
Di looking very distressed. I don't know what she's going on about. I can hear the word Camilla again being mentioned. I don't know what she's going on
And then
about.
start with this.
Well, looking at the monitor there and a fair bit of sweat on Diana's forehead. We're going to be right back with the action, of course. We wouldn't want to miss a single part of this match. We'll be right back with it all after the break.
It really is just too much. Much too much.
Welcome back to the live TV studios for Royal Boxing, and Royal Boxing with a difference. Tonight, my co-commentator and I, Eric Guy, have been watching a right Royal Rumpus. We've had a thriller in Manila. We've had the Rumble in the Jungle. This is the punch-up at the Palace. And if we look at our monitor now, Eric, we can take a look at some of the action that we've seen so far in the fight. A right Royal clinch there, for example.
Nice in close punches. A little bit untidy. I think Di's trying to throw that right hand. She looks like she's going to throw some little sneaky shots. Her Majesty's caught the ref. That's a terrific right hook. And down he goes. Look at the way he's gone down.
If he had any sense left, he'd have counted himself out at that point, but obviously not. And a terrific right hand, as you say, from the Queen.
The Queen looking nice and stern, looking relaxed. The Royal Protocol, she's got 2 seconds. Princess Di only has 1. I don't know whether that's her income. She can't afford 2 seconds.
Well, I think the Queen certainly can afford them, and it's worth that we mention the names of the ladies attending the Queen in the corner. In the blue bikini, it's Jeannie. And in the black bikini, it's the lovely Sarah. We're looking at Di at the moment. There's the Queen having her hair done, styled at the end of round 2. Crowd shouting cellulite, cellulite, and Di responding by coming back to the front of the ring and demonstrating that she hasn't indeed got any at all. Certainly not in the black number she's wearing tonight. So we're getting ready for the beginning of round 3 now. It's not got too ugly yet, Gwen, but you can only assume that it's going to. The Queen using that handbag at the beginning of round 3.
Yeah, Di looking very upset and complaining to the referee. I don't know whether Her Majesty's got something else inside that handbag. It's only made of pure silver. But again, the Queen throwing the right hand at Di.
The referee took her hands away from Her Majesty there, but he hasn't seemed to put her up. Although you might think this is a real grudge match, it certainly is becoming so, because the Queen is looking mighty annoyed now. I think any of there's a standing count being awarded to the Princess of Wales, and I think that can only be to play. Are you sure? Here's the Queen again.
Princess Di smiling. The Queen having some sore words. Princess Di really getting annoyed. Princess Di's having words with the Queen.
She is, and thank goodness for all that training that she's putting down at the Chelsea Harbour Club. All those early mornings helped her there, particularly alleged rugby players. Going to shake her.
Yeah, she's been very fit, Princess Di. Queen keeps fit. She looks forward every day. She gets plenty of exercise.
Well, she's certainly not got a hair out of place, Her Majesty, at the moment, and that's the oldest contender in the bout by some, 30 years. She's holding together pretty well, don't you?
And the good thing is the Queen is reacting to the crowd. She's so used to the big crowds.
Oh, an evil stare from the Queen. Did you spot it?
Yeah, I spotted that one. I tried to look away, actually, because I was getting scared myself.
We're all extremely wary of the Queen when she's in a mood like this. The last time we saw her like this was when Prince Philip put a foot out of place, and we all know what happened.
The referee needs to jump in and start sorting Princess Di out.
The Queen is not amused, taking leaf out of one of her former ancestors' books.
She certainly was not amused, and I think Princess Di may be apologising. I don't know whether the Queen will forgive her.
It's a bit late for that, to say, Eric. I mean, that was the point of the fight in the first place.
Yeah, I think she's trying to do little sneaky tactics. I don't know whether she learned them from some military background or some rugby background. But she's ducking and diving now.
She certainly is ducking and diving, bobbing and weaving, putting her lithe body into the best use she could, and certainly some large haymakers going right over the top of the Queen's head, and the Queen didn't like that.
Now, nothing's allowed to go over top of the Queen's head, and Diane, again, tried to infringe the rules.
Well, they may be doing the Marquis of Queensberry at the moment. Of course, the Queen reserves the right to change that at any time she likes. She is the monarch after all. That's the end of the third round, and a difficult one to call, Eric.
Yeah, I think the referee was a little bit on the side of Princess Di. I don't know whether anything's going on between the referee and Princess Di, but he seems to be standing quite close and...
Oh, a nice little shot there of the Queen's attendant in the corner, just adjusting her attire. But it is, of course, live boxing and royal boxing at that, too. There's the lovely Nancy in the checkered bikini holding up the sign for round 4. Here comes that bit of action, Eric. Talk us through what you saw.
Well, the Queen looking nice and black, Di, attendant swinging that right hand, going over the top. Look at the way the Queen bends beautifully underneath that right hand.
Ducks the royal crown underneath the haymaker.
And it's very unusual to see the Queen bend down because she doesn't actually bend down for anybody.
She's normally got them all bending in front of her. That's the way of it, isn't it?
Yes, but Princess Di is just standing slightly overhead her. She's a few inches in height difference. Again, that referee, I don't know what's going on there between the referee and Princess Di.
It's more than friendly advice being exchanged between the ref and Di. I think you're right there, Eric. And Di gets the blusher out, of course, both these women. Very, very keen to portray a good public image, despite going 5 rounds hell for leather with each other. So we're getting ready for round 4.
Seconds out, round 4.
Seconds away, there goes the bell. It's getting vicious now. All those sessions in the gym have paid off, and the Queen is the one with real proven staying power, Eric. After all, she is 70 years of age and looking magnificent. I'm siding with the Queen, I've got to admit it.
And well, it's experience. That's what we're looking for. There's the right hand again. Diane seems to be taking a few shots and playing around a bit, feinting. She's trying to say they don't really hurt, but we know they do. Inside, she's a very emotional woman, and she's trying to not let the crowd know that she's really hurt.
She has got an awful lot of work to do. I think we can safely say that Diana took some of the early rounds, but she's in need of a little bit of help now, some spiritual guidance. Heaven knows she's got enough friends out there. Perhaps one of them would care to give her a call or something.
There's Princess Di trying to throw the little hooks in, but the Queen obviously having the experience and getting away with the cleaner shots.
Okay, stop.
Well, there's
Hold on, there's something. What's happening here?
Yes, indeed. We thought we might be getting a bit of spiritual guidance, and indeed there's a call coming on a mobile
this?
telephone, and it's for Diana. We can only
Jane.
hear James. I can hear the word James being mentioned. James what? James who? James Hugh. It's James Hewitt, apparently.
Of course, yeah.
Well, she's being very quiet, very shy.
Oh, James, I'm in the middle of the boxing match.
I can't believe the referee actually brought a phone in. Maybe Princess Di slipped the phone in his pocket.
It's not what you normally expect to see, but the Queen looks absolutely furious about that, and who can blame her?
Well, Princess Di seems to have got a new zest of life. Maybe that phone call give her a boost.
It certainly has perked her up and reached the parts that perhaps other phone calls cannot reach, or even reach.
And you're not having a
Queen
crown
saying something to her. I don't know what it is. Diana stamping her feet. She's saying, the Queen,
don't you ever darken my door again, I think I was possibly giving her. Could be mistaken. Another haymaker over the top of the Queen's head. Diana very keen to dislodge her Majesty's Queen.
well, I think we have to mention that the opponent that Di's
Just
looking
leave
for
our
next,
family
which is
alone.
Camilla. I don't know whether she's in the same weight class. I know that Princess Di has been mentioning her earlier on.
Well, it would certainly unify the titles always up if we were to get that fight on. But she's got a lot of work to do here first, Eric. We've still got a round to go. We're getting close to the end of round 4 now. Just seconds away from the bell, and Di putting in a bit of work towards the end, and the Queen's crown nearly toppled there.
Well, that's very unusual to see the Queen's crown coming off. But Her Majesty managed to keep it actually on her head.
Well, very soon we'll be coming towards the final round.
And another phone call. I don't believe this. She is really popular in this contest.
Well, she's got more time to relax and chat now, and can't quite see what she's saying. But here comes another action replay now. Look at
The right hand coming over. And that's the one that caught Her Majesty.
Look at that.
And
Left hook to the side of Her Majesty's face. Awesome.
But Her Majesty took it well. That's the thing. The experience coming in again.
Took it on the chin. That's
Hello,
for sure.
what's happening with the referee? I actually see the referee give a card to Princess Di. I don't know what's going on there.
You can almost bet it's going to be his phone number, can't you?
Look, the second's actually got the card from the referee. I don't believe it.
Well, the girl in the pink, of course, is Lindsay, and we'll be chatting with her in just a moment to try and rest that card off her and see what phone number it is indeed that's on it. There's the Queen, earrings looking sparkly. And Diana in the corner, waiting for the 5th round. Onto another replay now, and look at this for high drama.
Well, Princess Di trying to say a few words again to the Queen, but the Queen's not having it. Oh, look at that right hand.
Also a bit of a dummy, if I'm not very much mistaken there, Eric, and I think she may have picked that up from a certain rugby player that she'd met along the way.
Well, she's so used to being in the tackles, Princess Di, that she's able to get out of the way of that one.
We're seconds away from the bell for the 5th round. Here it comes now. The bell goes, the seconds elegantly climb out of the ring, and the ladies get it on for the final round.
Well, this is the final round. This is for the actual crown jewels, this round, and this is the winner takes all.
It's no holds barred now. This is a real cat fight. Di looks like she needs to consult her lawyers over some of the stuff we've seen tonight. The Queen now holding. She's desperate to win. These are two women at their wits.
Oh, that's another sneaky little right hand. Her Majesty caught one, and Di swings in. A telegraph punch coming in, and Di's trying to bully the Queen into her demands, and this is just not on.
There's so much at stake, Eric. There's the loot, all the money involved, the kids, the ambassadorial robes. Diana covered so much. She's really fighting for her.
Well, I think Princess Di wants to see herself on a stamp,
Really vicious.
and hopefully the Queen will stamp a good little left hook in later on.
Well, she wants to be the Queen of Hearts. Is she winning the hearts of the audience, and more importantly, the referee, should it come to points tonight?
Well, we'll see some fancy footwork from Her Majesty, and Diane seems to be wasting energy running around the ring. She doesn't want to do that. Oh, and a good little punch.
Di's on the ground.
Her Majesty goes down as well.
They're both on the ground. Oh my goodness me, this is absolutely sensational stuff. Queen Elizabeth II and Diana Spencer, the former Princess of Wales, both taking a mandatory count, and I've got a feeling, Eric, that the referee is going to count both of them out.
Well, Di's trying to get up, but no, he's counted them out. I don't believe it.
He's counted them both out, and it's all up to the lawyers now. The fight has ended in 2 knockout blows.
And that's good. The Queen gets up first, and that's how it should be.
Let's have a look at the replay of that fantastic end to the contest. Who would have believed it?
Well, Her Majesty said it's not fair.
I think there's tears in her eyes of Her Majesty. My goodness, she hit the canvas like a ton of bricks.
But hers was a delayed shot. We didn't see it. We see the shot that got Princess Di. Di went down, and maybe she went down. She threw a little hook to call Her
All those
Majesty.
millions.
It was a delayed shot.
Di is distraught in her corner. She's